Hi there, I'm Tara Kestner. Welcome to our Weekday Morning Yoga series. This is a Wednesday edition. These are a group of small yoga classes designed to start your day off right. My Wednesdays are the days that all of the meetings that I didn't schedule on Mondays get scheduled for. So I spend Wednesdays sitting on my backside a lot, either in meetings or in front of a computer. So this class is going to have a lot of spinal mobility and stretch for the hip flexors and the hamstrings. So that's what happens with my Wednesday. So I kind of call this my flow class, the way I like to start the day on Wednesdays. So find a comfortable way to sit. Although I will be sitting all day, we're going to sit for a minute or two and take a few breaths. Once you've settled in and you feel ready, go ahead and close down your eyes. And once again, just start to transition. It's morning. Don't expect too much from yourself. Try to resist making lists in your head of all the things you need to do today. Instead, just let your mind kind of wander. And as it's wandering around, start to focus on your breath. And just take a few quiet breaths here. The ribs are probably tight. So don't try to gulp in the air. Instead, take a soft, easy, long inhale. And hold on to it at the top and purse your lips and blow the air out slowly as if you were blowing out a candle. Let's try that again. Soft and easy inhale. Pause at the top and blow it out slow. One more of those. Easy inhale. Easy exhale. When you're ready, blink your eyes open. Go ahead and slide one hand out to the side on your mat. Doesn't matter which side you start on. Lean into that hand and reach the other hand for the sky. Reach up, reach, reach, reach. And then you're welcome to drape your arm to get a little more out of that side stretch, or just continue to keep reaching up. If you need even more, you can bend that elbow of the arm that's on the mat. And then we'll bring it up slow through the center. Slide the other hand over to the side. Sweep up. You'll feel that rib lift up off the hip. You can stay right here if that feels good, or reach in a little further, draping the arm over, maybe lowering the elbow down. And then we'll bring it back to the center. Let's bring the soles of the feet together. Now, if you're really tight, you'll have more of a diamond shape, but if you can bring them in a little closer and maybe walk your hips up towards your heels, just kind of walk it up there. Bring your hands behind you, push the floor away and sit up tall. You can feel your shoulder blades kind of squeezing your spine like a tube of toothpaste. And then maintaining that height, bring your hands to the fronts of your knees or slide them down your shins, towards your ankles, wherever it's comfortable to rest your hands. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, slowly lean forward. And then on the inhale, bring it back up. On the exhale, lean it in again. And then bring it back up on the inhale. On the exhale, lean it forward. This time, let your head drop. And pause here to take a few breaths. You can slide your hands closer to your ankles and pull yourself in a little closer if that stretch feels good. If it doesn't, leave your hands up on your knees and just let the weight of your body hinge forward. And then we'll release and sit that on up. Let's go ahead and cross at the ankles. Take your right hand behind you. Sit up tall, push the floor away, bring your left hand across, rest it on your knee, and begin to look behind you, keeping that height in your spine. Seated twist. And then release. Take it to the other side. Left hand behind you. First start out by sitting up tall. Bring the hand across, rest it on your knee, then turn your head. And then release on an exhale. Let's bring it on over to hands and knees. And come to all fours. Kind of wag your tail out. Loosen up your low back. And then settle into cow pose. Drop the belly. Lift the face and take a breath in. As you exhale, tuck your tail round into cat stretch. On the inhale, back to cow pose. On the exhale, cat. One more inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. Hold on to this cat stretch and gently lean to the left and lean to the right. See if there's any sticky spots in the back ribs that would enjoy a little bit of stretch. And then bring yourself to a neutral spine, a flat back. Walk your hands over to the right off the mat. Place your left hand on top. I like to interlace my fingers, or you can just leave them flat. And then begin to sink the hips back towards the heels. Drop your head and just hold on here. Bring that big stretch up the left side. And slowly bring it on up. Walk the hands through the center over to the left. Place the right hand on top of the left and begin to sink it back again. Let your head drop. And just find that big stretch up the right side. Let's bring it back to the center. Walk your hands right under your shoulders. Now begin to lean your chest forward and slowly lower yourself down onto your belly. And take your hands out to the sides of your mat. You can either be on a flat hand or onto your fingertips with your elbows lifted. Just a little different emphasis in the chest. And with an inhale, begin to peel your chest up. And on the exhale, lower it down. Feet are about hip distance here, so that there's no tension on the low back. Let's do that again. Inhale, peel it up, maybe a little higher if your low back is okay. And on the exhale, lower it down. One more time, all the way up if you can this time. Inhale, push the ground away, peel up. Keep the gaze level. And then look to your left. And through the center. And look to your right. And back to the center. Slowly lower yourself on down. Bring your hands back onto the mat. Thumbs right next to the ribs. Elbows in tight. And begin to push yourself up. All the way up, straightening out the arms, then lift the hips and sink the hips back towards child's pose. Now we're going to put those poses together in a little bit of a flow. Slow first, and then we'll pick up some momentum. So start out by coming to tabletop or all fours. And with an inhale, come to cow pose. Drop your belly, lift your face. As you exhale, lean the chest forward, bend the elbows, and slowly lower yourself onto the mat. With an inhale, begin to peel the chest up. Low, medium, or push the ground away and come all the way up to a modified up dog. And then slowly lower it back down. This time we'll push up to cat stretch, round the spine, and then sink back to child's pose. Let's do that with the breath cues this time. Come to all fours. On the inhale, cow. As you exhale, lean forward and lower down. Inhale, press up to cobra or that modified up dog. And on the exhale, lower it down. On the inhale, push up to cat stretch. And ride the exhale back to child's pose. One more time. Start out in all fours. On the inhale, come to cow. Exhale, lean it forward, lower down. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale, cat stretch. And ride that exhale to child's pose. And pause here. Let's make our way up to all fours. Tuck the toes under. Lift one knee and then the other. Drop your head and continue lifting the hips up to downward facing dog. You can pedal out the heels here if that feels nice. Take your feet a little wider. That might feel nice too. Or you may like to try taking your feet beyond the mat and pressing the heels down there. You might find that you can get the heels closer. So whatever version of that down dog that speaks to you, let's continue with that for another breath or two. Pushing the ground away, tucking your chin in, and then begin to shuffle your feet up towards your wrists. Bend your knees, let your belly rest on your thighs. Fold yourself in half. Grab opposite elbows, gently hang over the legs here. You can sway if you want to. Ragdoll. And then slow your sway. Drop your hands. Slide your hands up beyond your knees, all the way up to the hip creases. With your fingers or the heel of your hands, press your hips back and fold yourself back down, continuing to push the hips back as you go, dropping your head, finding the belly of the hamstring here. And once you've settled in, remove your hands, bring them down. Let your belly rest on or between your thighs. Really reach back with your tailbone, starting to engage the backs of the legs. And then when you're ready, on a slow inhale, take a halfway lift. Slide the hands up the fronts of the shins, straighten out the legs. You'll feel it in the hamstrings, but in a different place now. Nice flat back. Look beyond your mat. And then rebend your knees and slowly slide it back down. Let's take 2 halfway lifts here. Inhale, slide the hands up. Exhale, lower it down. One more of those. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Steady yourself with your hands. Walk your feet back and come to all fours. We're going to put all of that together 2 times through. Here we go. Inhale to cow. Exhale, lean it forward and lower it down. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, lower back down. Inhale to cat stretch. Exhale to child's pose. Inhale to downward facing dog. As you exhale, walk it to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Steady yourself and step back and lower to your knees. Last time through. Inhale to cow. Exhale, lean it forward and lower down. Inhale, cobra or modified up dog. Exhale, lower it back down. Inhale, cat stretch. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, take that big trip to downward facing dog. As you exhale, walk it to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Step it back. Lower to all fours. Take your knees wide. and finish in child's pose. Sink the hips back. Hopefully it all feels a little looser on this trip. Make a pillow with your hands, rest your head down. Close your eyes and take 3 slow breaths here, really focusing on your back ribs as you do. As you finish that 3rd breath, begin to press yourself on up and come to a comfortable seated position. Let's go ahead and interlace the fingers together. Press the palms forward. Drop your chin. Take 1 breath here. As you exhale, release your hands. Bring them around behind you. Hook your fingers together. Lift your shoulders up. Roll them back and down. And begin to hinge forward. Blow the air out. Inhale, sit up tall. Release your hands. 1 big breath as you sweep the arms up and overhead. Press the palms together. As you exhale, bring the hands down the center line. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. Have a great day, and I'll see you back here tomorrow. Namaste.